Hi everyone, and welcome to my exciting haul by TEMU. I'm really very sorry. This is actually the second take on this video, and I made up all the video and I did all the editing, and later on I realized that I couldn't upload it because there was some problem with my software. So I had to do everything all over again. So that was fun. Not really. Uh, but these were some really exciting finds that I managed to purchase from TEMU. So I thought I might just do another haul and share them with you. So let's get on with it. So the first one that is going to be my favorite one is the hot foiling plates. I was quite surprised as to how cheap they were. So this is the first one, and it prints like this. They're quite good, very sturdy, very thick foiling plates, and the print is also quite good. So I have a Gemini foil press, and that's what I use to do the foil stamps, and I was actually quite happy about it. The other one that I did, the one I bought actually is this one, and I actually put all the pieces with the samples in bags so that I won't lose them when I come to do the retake on the video. But it's actually quite nice. It's basically like an Art Deco border. So it stamps, and also there's like outline die cuts. So all the die cuts, they actually you can cut them out if you wish to, or you can leave them in the card like stamps. So I'm just gonna arrange them so you can see how it looks like. Okay, and it's got quite a few pieces. I still haven't really counted them, so this is how it's gonna come out, as if you just stamp it, foil stamp it, just put it through the foil press machine. So that's how it's gonna stamp, and it says it's your day in the middle. The good thing about this stamp and die set is that each piece can be individually cut. So the diamond will cut out, the four corners will also cut out. So, and I think that it's really a really beautiful piece. I did stamp, and I cut out the side pieces so I could give you an idea of how it's gonna look. So if you just give me a second, I will rearrange that onto a piece of card, and there you go, and that's how it comes out. Like, it's really absolutely beautiful. The next die that I did buy was, it's another foil stamp and die. So yeah, so it comes in 3 parts, you can see. So the whole stamp is joined together. I did not take it off because I actually stamped it the way it was. I just wanted to see and have an idea of how it's going to come out. So that's why I didn't really want to break it apart yet. But the exciting bit is that the smaller piece, it actually, you can cut out, and it cuts out like a butter. Like, it's really easy. And also inside there's a sentiment. It says, "So kind of you," and that can also be cut out separately. So you can leave it in there and you can have it cut out. It's got like some possibilities, you can say. And I made this card. I quite liked it. You tell me how it is. just a simple card, but you can see the foiling was beautiful. Just added a few small sequences just to, you can say, enhance the bling, you can say, because the foil is already, I think it speaks for itself. It's really nice. The foil that I used was also from Crafty's Companion, so there was absolutely no problem taking it out, and the print was absolutely gorgeous. I also had a few more, and I'm trying to find in my pile as to where they have gone, because I can't see them anymore. I'm kind of hoping to get through this haul really quickly, because it's already taken a very long time. This time I will not be posting any prices, because I've just noticed that whenever I'm posting prices and I go back on the website, the prices have changed. So sometimes they're more and sometimes they're less. The good thing about TEMU is that if there is a change in the price and something has reduced to what you had previously paid, they actually pay you back, and they add that to your credit balance, and it automatically comes onto your your balance when you check out for the next time. So that's actually like a plus point of a website, that you don't really lose anything if you think that, oh, you know, it's something that you have overpaid, and it's not that much, honestly. Especially the shopping that I've been doing is literally craft materials, craft supplies, so they're not as expensive, so it doesn't really take what would you say, it's not very expensive. You won't have you won't be paying, or you won't be losing that much money, if you say so. Okay, yeah, I found it actually. So that's the next, actually, the plate. I was just rummaging for the sample I made. That's the beautiful bird with flowers. It's a stamp, and it comes out like this. I had absolutely no problem at all. There's a little bit of overfoiling here, but you can definitely cut that with an oval die, or you can also hand cut it if you're good at that. A bit of color if you want to put in, and I think it's a beautiful piece, and you can make a really nice, a really lovely card with that. Okay, next is also a die set, a stamp, foiling stamp die that came in two parts. So there's the foil stamp that stamps everything all together. You can actually take this part out. You can see there are two places it's linked with the die. You can actually take the jewelry clippers, the ones that, the pliers that you can use to turn the wire, and you cut the wire with the wire cutting pliers. You can use those to cut those pieces out. I couldn't find mine. I think I've put it somewhere impossible to reach. And then you can actually stamp foil this, and you can take it out with this piece. It's actually quite a nice piece itself. I stamped it twice, because I stamped it once on cream card, and okay, I didn't realize that my video stopped shooting for some odd reason. I was talking about this die. Yeah, I also got this in this TEMU order, and the die is quite flimsy. It's very thin, and it was quite bent when it arrived, so I wasn't really sure whether it was going to cut properly or not. But eventually I did manage to cut it, and makes like a slightly smaller card than A6 size, and it makes like it's got, the name is like a box card, but this is how it cuts. And it's quite a fun card to make, actually. I quite like the layout, because you can use it for many other purposes. You can put photographs in there, or you can put other elements, and you can write your message at the back, and I decorated that with another word die that I got. It's a happy birthday die. This is how it cuts. It comes in 4 parts. It comes in 4 parts, but the word happy, actually it cuts individual letters, as you can see here. I haven't really separated them. They all die cut as separately. So it worked out for this one, but when you make it, you will have a few pieces to fiddle with. So that's the die. You just use the back of this. So happy birthday. So that's the shadow die. And this is for the birthday. The good thing about this die is that the shadow is not very thick. It's a very thin layer at the back, and it gives a really beautiful like a very slight edging to it. I really like that, and kind of it pops out. If you can see this, if I can show you, it does actually pop out a bit. So I always like bubble writing. It's quite nice to use this kind of die for. Right. My video keeps on cutting off, so I think I have rectified the problem. I hope it doesn't do that anymore. But yeah, this is another die that I got. Happy birthday die. And this is how it cuts. Quite nice. Had a slight problem here, but apart from that, everything was fine. Okay. I also got, there's 3 more dies. Not that many left now. Yay. This is a layering die, and it's like an ocean wave. Cuts quite nicely. This is not a very thick paper, it's a thin paper, but I'm quite happy with the way it cut out. It's quite nicely done. So that's another one. Then I also got circle nesting dies. Cut circles very nicely. Obviously you have to detach them, but separate them when you're doing it, and use the circles as you wish, but it just comes out so nicely. There's absolutely no problem. So I'm quite happy with that. I think I have yes, I definitely have a certain set of nesting circle dies that is stitched ends, so definitely can incorporate these two and make something out. Okay, and the last, actually that's not the last die, there is one more foiling stamp die that I really want to share with you, if I can find it. So, oopsie. So that's the die, you can see, and this is how it cuts. I'll just show you like that. Cuts like butter, no problem at all. Very happy with that. You can make like belly bands. You can see there's like a stitched detail onto it. So I'm quite sure that shouldn't really be a problem at all. Okay. One more die that if I find it, then I'll show you. Right now I can't see in this mess, so that's okay. A few more art supplies that I got, craft supplies, not art supplies, was one of these pen. It's not a pen. It's not a pen. I keep on reminding myself, this is not a pen. Why? Because there is a needle at the end. You can see. So, you know, at times when you can't find your craft knife, it has sadly disappeared inside in that vast ocean of paper, you can grab hold of this, and you can actually cut it. If you see, it's just like a craft knife. Where is my hand? There it is. Okay, it's just like a craft knife, so there is like a pointed edge to it. So if you put this edge down, you can actually use it to fussy cut things, or maybe you can't. But I actually got it so that if my die gets stuck somewhere, it might be easier to take it out. It's a thick paper, so it's not really cutting as I would like it to cut. I'll see if any of the thin papers. Let's see how it is with thin foil papers. So yeah, look, it cuts quite nicely. So that's also a really good alternative to having a craft knife. But I think a craft knife in itself is quite an essential when it comes to crafting. Okay, I also got a storage box because I saw everyone was getting storage boxes, so I thought, why don't I? So I got the storage box. I wasn't really pleased because it's broken. You can see here it comes with all the labels. You can label all these small storage containers. They look like Tic Tac containers. They open like this, and you can actually remove the lid to fill it. I got them because I sometimes like to make shaker cards with like different shaker elements. So these are all gonna get filled with shaker elements, and this is an example. Oh, it's so cute. You can also use them for swaps, actually. That's such a good idea, isn't it? Because they're so small, they can actually fit into any small box. So if anyone does shaker swaps near me, I live in Alton, Birmingham. So please let me know, then I would like to take part in such swaps. So yeah, so it's just broken from here, so that's not really a big issue. You can hang it if you want to, or you can store it. I think that it's a really good container, and I can store a lot of my shaker things, my sequences and diamond haze, stuff like that into this. So the last but not the least is this the stamp, foiling stamp and outcut die. So that's the stamp. It's tulips. It's a field of tulips. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, and you can outline it, cut the outline and make it as a separate panel for the card. And it comes with 2 sentiment dies as well. The smaller one is just a stamp, and it says Hope Blooms. Hope if you can see it. I hope, yeah. So it says Hope Blooms. And the second one comes, it actually comes with an outer, I think, I'm quite sure that this is also, the outside one is the die cut, and the inside one is the foiling stamp. I foiled the larger piece, and I foiled it twice just to have an idea, and I think it's actually really beautiful. I was very pleased with it. This was the first die that I foiled, so I was still warming up and kind of getting used to the foiling machine. So there are a few places where I kind of overfoiled. I try to use the rubber here. They say that the sand eraser can help, but it kind of left a mark here, which I was not very happy about. But I'm just thinking about coloring it anyway. So hopefully I can actually rectify the few places where it hasn't come out as nicely. And this is how it looks when it's cut, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. The outline cutting was not difficult at all, and it actually had a really good impression. So that's it really. That was all for the haul today, and I was quite happy with my purchase. I have definitely placed a couple more orders on TEMU. Some of them are, well, mainly of I have ordered craft supplies, but there are also some other household items. I always order a few extra things that I think I can use in the house around, like some kitchen utensils and things that can make my life a bit easier, some stationaries that my kids can use. So yes, that's it. Quite happy with all these supplies, and hopefully if you get a chance, please visit TEMU and see if you can find anything interesting that suits your interest. So I'll see you in the next one. Please like and subscribe my channel. Just trying to build up my stash. I have actually built up a lot of my stash. I'm just trying to use the things that I have now. So hopefully we'll be able to upload some tutorials as well in future. Look after yourself and look after your community. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.